Hey all, this is 012 Boku and
Jackass Jherick.
we're coming at you having you'll probably see it later in the week. I thought you would have saw it tonight, but I was just stupid and deleted episode 17 of Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood Cold Flame. So we're going to be redoing that video later in the week, hopefully, because I clicked the wrong button and just lost it. And we wanted to do this because we saw what we saw last night. So me being a little angry right now is somewhat of a good thing because it's going to be a bit of a bad rant. I will try to limit the cussing because I know YouTube hates that and gets demonetized. But hey, if I do it, I don't care too. But I'm just saying, warning ahead of time if you guys don't like that thing, or also, I'll try to keep it to a minimum is all I'm saying.
My headcanon for this is Agent J flashed us with a memory wiper and told Ultron to wipe the video.
Well,
he knew what was coming.
Well, there you go. Maybe that's what ended up happening. We had a neuralizer done to our brain, and yeah, maybe that's what messed up. But yeah, so yeah, this is sort of perfect timing because we were gonna do this after we did the review anyway, and since the review's gone, oh yeah, what a perfect time for this because now I'm miffed because of my stupid thing. But either way, to get to the point, we thought it would be good to talk about. I'm pretty sure we're not the only ones. A lot of people have already had videos out of this. Critical Drinker just did one this morning too. Shout out to you, my friend, because you're awesome and I love your opinion and I respect your opinion. But everybody's calling it the slap heard around the world. I will not give it that distinction, but the idiotic slap of Will Smith to Chris Rock, which may have been staged, may have not been staged. We don't know the whole thing of it right now, but, if you saw the video, you know what happens. We won't go into details. Chris Rock was making a G.I. Jane joke to Jada Pinkett Smith, who has luster hair. I forget what they call the balding.
Hey, Jada. Look at that. Oh.
Yeah, do you remember what they were calling the balding condition there, Jherick? What it was?
Alopecia.
Alopecia. And, I'll admit this. What I was shocked about Jada Pinkett Smith when I saw her was not the alopecia. It's just that you can tell she's aging now. So she doesn't look as beautiful as she once did. She still looks good. Let me say that right now, folks. She still looks good. But, I can tell she's aged. And it wasn't the alopecia. In fact, when Critical Drinker, he actually showed a picture of Demi Moore. Was it Demi Moore who played G.I. Jane?
Yeah.
Yeah, Demi Moore played G.I. Jane. And I know I'm probably going to get people mad at me for this. She looked very similar to it. At least the alopecia of her hair looks very similar to G.I. Jane. So I think that's what Chris Rock was telling within the joke. And granted, like people have said, was it a funny joke? No, not really. Was it a bad one? No, not really either. It was just a little poking fun at the ribs. And, Chris Rock said a joke to two white people again about how saying, your wife better win, otherwise you're not going to win tonight. That was, in my opinion, a little worse than the joke he told to Jada Pinkett Smith. But apparently, you see on camera, she does this eye roll, and he looks like he's laughing at first. He looks like he's finding the joke funny, but she does this, hold on, I'm trying to post this, that type of off-camera eye roll, and then he's like laughing, he's starting to say something else, but then we see Will Smith get up on stage. Everybody thought like I did, everybody thought he was gonna say something to him, but no, he just goes and you hear it on the microphone, because I was even telling Jherick was that stage, didn't even hit him, and Jherick's like, no, you hear the microphone hit, so he hit him. He smacked him good that he brushed the microphone, and I'm like, so yeah, when you see it, he smacks him, and it's like Chris Rock is really taking it back. And now, the other part that I wanted to point out with it is you don't get it on the camera angle where you're focused from behind, but someone caught a still of Will Smith from above, and I know people are trying to say Chris Rock was in on it too. I don't think he was, but I think there's this thing where we see Will Smith above, right as he turns away from Chris Rock, he's like smirking. There's a smirk on his face, and people could say that could be doctored, and you're right, maybe someone did doctor that, who knows. But if it isn't doctored, why is Will Smith smirking? And, it's a whole thing where he goes back down, and Chris Rock, being a professional, didn't let him bother him that much, and, he looked like he was okay, he was just surprised by it, and then he, tries to say, hey, Will Smith just slapped the shit out of me. And then, all of a sudden you hear Will Smith's name, and I will quote it, so again, don't get mad at me for quoting it, but he says, "Keep my wife's name out of your fucking mouth." And he's like, "Whoa, okay, dude." And he's like, "Keep my wife's name out of your fucking mouth." And then he said it louder. To that time, in the videos you see, you literally hear Will Smith's voice echoing off the wall. So I'm pretty sure everybody in that, wherever it was, heard it. And oh, go ahead, Joe.
And I feel like if Chris Rock wanted to de-escalate after the slap, he should have said, "Hey, at least I didn't make a joke about your son Jaden, because neither one of you deserve this big Toblerone."
yeah. And that would have been a lot worse. But like Jherick said, Jherick believes from what he's found out that Chris Rock really respected Will Smith a lot. And then you see Chris Rock is doing okay, but after Will Smith says those words, it seems like after those words are said, Chris Rock looks like he's tearing up a little on stage, and I think it's because, like Jherick was telling me, I believe he said Chris Rock respected the hell out of Will Smith, and the fact that that got that bad, he was hurt by it. And I know people are saying, "Oh, well, Chris Rock was in on it too," and I'm like, if he was, he had a very good poker face, because it looked like he had no idea what was going on.
And you notice all the black people in the audience, okay, and African American, whatever. Look, all the people, all the African American, Native, whatever. Well, they were.
You can call them black, dude. It's okay, because like people said, they're not really native to Africa, which is true. They have ties, but yeah, sorry.
But anyways, you can see after the slap, they are sad. I mean, some of them are crying. You can see they are disturbed at what they saw. And I told Boku here, isn't it ironic when they have the Oscars with the set looking like the flames of hell, that he just loses his cool and decides to nuke his career with a Zsa Zsa Gabor slap. If anybody remembers that.
Yeah, and I mean we've seen screen things of the quartering saying that the Oscars want Will Smith to give back his award now, like he didn't deserve it after that. But then there's also stuff saying, Chris Rock didn't file any police report after the slap, and I'm like, and again, the one thing that I don't care about this is and what intrigues me is again how everybody's talking about this. Everybody is making a big deal about this, and they're also making a big deal after his acceptance speech, where again everybody's crying, everybody's happy, and I mean no disrespect to Will Smith, but I forgot about King Richard. I literally forgot that movie existed because I didn't care to see it. And
I didn't even know that movie fucking existed. I didn't even know the Oscars were happening until this.
Well, neither did I till yesterday. And I thought that was a video from years ago, and then Jherick told me, no, that was on my feeds. That was tonight, dude. And I'm like, oh, okay. And we see this thing, and we're like, what the heck? I mean, so my whole thing for doing this is I'm tired of the Hollywood machine. I'm tired of people like Will Smith and everybody else saying how we don't know how to be as people. We're not like that. I mean, Critical Drinker said it best this morning, as did Ricky Gervais from, earlier when I saw his video, the Golden Globes, which Critical Drinker references. And I saw that whole thing, and I'm like, man, Ricky Gervais was on point. Because... And I won't go into his whole thing because he basically knocks everything of Hollywood and all the, tropes that they probably have in England, as well as the Academy, the Golden Globes, the Emmys. And I love how he describes in the world, we don't need to hear, about all the stuff about, what you're supposed to do in life, do this, do that. Just get on the stage, thank to whatever God you have and get the fuck off, and it's like, that's how it should be. That's how it used to be. And ever since 2001, it has been a cluster, And I always remember, because I remember in 2001, and I'm shocked a lot of people booed Michael Moore for this, but when he called President George W. Bush a fictitious president. Now, Michael Moore was probably right about that at the time, but still, that's not the stage to do it on. Well, you win an award for Bowling for Columbine, and then you sprout your mouth off. And my mom said she was shocked that he got booed.
And the thing is, this is an award ceremony. You're supposed to be professional. People are supposed to have the right to go up, accept their awards. None of this childish outbursts. And from Will Smith, the Fresh Prince, the guy who was one of the most respected actors. This is, there's a thing with actors. You're not supposed to, like, get up on stage, interrupt people, or engage in this kind of petty stuff. Especially, when the cameras are rolling, when the audience is watching. There's a decorum you are supposed to follow. There's an etiquette to these things. It's like being on stage. There's a part, you play the part, and then when the part is done, you get off.
Yeah. Oh, go get him, Jherick.
Yeah.
I can edit it. We'll be right back, guys.
For a few minutes. Should Will Smith have won an Oscar? Yeah. Not for King Richard. Probably Pursuit of Happiness. Maybe something else.
Pursuit of Happiness, I think.
Should Halle Berry have won an Oscar? Yes, but not for Monster Ball.
Yeah.
I mean, again,
which I thought was Swordfish, but I guess it's Monster Ball.
And as much as I hate to say this, because God help me, he was great in Walk the Line, which he should have won an Oscar for, by the way.
Joaquin Phoenix?
Yep. I mean, look. Joker, interesting movie. I admit I'm kind of sad I didn't make it out there for the first time. But should he have won for that? No. Seriously, it doesn't even fit with the continuity.
Yeah, and I mean, and I mean, it's just like, I'm tired of the guy. I mean, to rein it in a little bit again, I'm just tired of these guys treating like these shows, which we watch, because if you love movies, you should watch this stuff and enjoy it, and not be mortified by a 3-hour slog of these guys and I'll say it like this, kissing their ass.
Yeah.
And just being high and mighty, because it's like, and I'm glad, like Ricky Gervais, Critical Drinker, and others have called it out on this. A bunch of privileged fools getting together and telling you how better they are than you. And that's pretty much what it is.
If Will Smith wants to impress me, here's an idea. Get your house in order. Clean up your kids. Get your wife to stop being, well, the person she is.
Yeah.
Actually raise a good family, because that would impress me. You do that shit, I will be impressed.
Well, yeah, and if you don't know what we're talking about, look it up or watch some of the reviews that we've watched. People go into depth about it. I didn't know about this till I think a year and a half ago, and I was shocked to learn that that's what their relationship is now. And, I mean, granted, should Chris Rock have said it? Maybe, maybe not. Could Will Smith have conducted himself better? Oh, yes.
I mean,
oh, yes.
Chris Rock is one of the greatest comedians, and let's face it, with Will Smith, he had so much better ammo. I mean, he should be glad he didn't say, "Hey, Jada, see you on the hub later."
Yeah, well...
If you know, you know.
Exactly. That one, I would have given him every moment to say to go up there and slap the hell out of his mouth. But,
when I saw that, I thought it was a joke. I thought somebody's just fucking with me. And then, 2 days later, I find out that actually was her. That was real. That happened. I mean, count your blessings, Will Smith. You could get called out for way worse shit by Chris Rock.
Yeah, and it's just like, guys, I mean, my mom said it best. I mean, their ratings have been plummeting anyway, and I think in a way they're happy this took place, because now everybody's talking about the Oscars. Granted, and not the most flattering of light, Hollywood, not the most flattering of light, so I don't think this was the best that you wanted to do. But I will just say in final saying, the golden age of Hollywood is dead, guys. I know me and Jherick and so many others are doing films. My best friend, Thunder Darkstone, or Simon E, if you know his codename and know what that really is, cool. But if not, hey, there's a reason he wants me to watch his films and why I'm going to keep doing these reviews. And like I said, I will go back and we will redo the review we just lost today, and we'll keep doing this because I find it fun. I love giving back to you guys, and that's why I love doing this, because it's fun. And I want movies to go back to that, to fun, good movies. If you want to be serious, watch a biopic. If you want to have fun and fun. And as far as the actors go, you guys need to become humble, stop this political bullcrap, and just remember, without us, you don't have anything.
And
you don't.
You know what? I'll stop being a jackass for a few minutes, and I'll give Will Smith and the Academy a little bit of advice. First, you, Will Smith. Not all press is good press. Hint, hint. And for you, Oscars, I'm going to take this back to one of my favorite underrated Sylvester Stallone movies of all time. Who the fuck are you? I'm Oscar. Get rid of him. Expeditiously.
Yeah. Well, that's a big thing, because, this is all that anyone's ever talked about. And, again, Whatever happens to Will Smith, he made his bed for it. Just own up to it. And I would say, don't just apologize to the Academy and apologize to your friends. Apologize also to Chris Rock. Because you could have conducted that better. Apologize to him. And if you both want to meet in private and talk about the matter, cool. And that's what you should do.
And really, don't run from this. You have to do this. You have to show people that you are willing to deal in good faith. Because Chris Rock, I know most people won't pick up on this, but he looked like you genuinely hurt him. He looked up to you. He respected you. You were a senior figure. You were a monument. You were the new Eddie Murphy. And you smacked him across the face. Honestly, I don't care how embarrassing you think this is going to be or how much it's going to, or how it's going to make you feel. You fix things up with Chris Rock or you're never going to work in a movie again.
Yeah, well, maybe not. Maybe Chris Rock is the one who's going to get the raw end of the deal. That's the crappy thing, too. Maybe Chris Rock's career is finished because maybe that's how Hollywood will see it. But, again, that's it in a nutshell, guys. I mean, I really don't have anything else to mention other than, I'm sick of the current vein of Hollywood. I'm just sick of how they want to do movies and how they want to, get... Because Hollywood's milking this for all it's worth. So they're 15 minutes of fame for this. I guarantee by next week this is going to be forgotten. Because no one's going to care after a week.
Well, I guess it's official now. The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air has gone to being the past ripe Prince of the Privy. Have fun, clown. Dance for us, Will.
Yeah. Well, again, and I know we sort of ranted on this and went a little longer than I thought, but that's us, guys. I will say this because honestly, since this isn't one of my reviews, if you want to comment on this and if you want to correct me and Jherick on anything we got wrong, please do, because I want to know true facts. If you come at me with stuff that hurts me, I don't mind, because if I'm wrong, I want to be told wrong. And if you guys are mean about it, hey, choose to be jerkish that way, but hey, I'll accept it, because if I was wrong, I'm wrong. If Jherick's wrong, I know he'll accept it, Yeah. So just do what you do. Leave a comment down below if you want, and we'll keep going with the discussion, and we'll talk to you again soon. But you know what? Hollywood, grow a pair, and let's get maybe a second Silver Age of movies going, or a second Bronze Age, because I want stuff better than what we have currently. But this is Owen Tuboku.
And hey, Hollywood, grow a pair, wear a cup, man up. This is Jackass Jherick signing off.
All right. See you guys later, and again, hopefully the video will be better. All right, deuces.